So when it comes to cheating, just in general, do you believe in second chances?
They want to go out with another guy and they're not telling their husbands or boyfriends where they're going.
So I give 100% trust. And once you lose it, it's gone.
You going to give her a second chance?
I've given her a second chance already. I don't mind doing it again.
Detective Gonzalez here. How's everyone doing today? Here at the Fan Expo in Dallas. Getting ready to ask some questions about relationships and get the answers that you want to hear. So stay tuned. Okay, we're here at Fan Expo, and what's your name?
Tyler.
Jennifer.
Okay, well, what characters are you displaying today?
So these are original characters that I created. They're actually Berserker Vikings. I'm a bear god, transcendent bear Viking, and she is a Valkyrie, actually.
How do you do?
Okay.
So
y'all are together?
yes.
Relationship.
My wife.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So when it comes to relationships, why do you think people cheat in relationships?
They're not happy.
Not happy?
Yeah.
Okay.
They haven't met the right person.
Haven't had the right person?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're here today, and what's your name, sir?
Shadow Ghost.
Shadow. Okay, and where's your costume from?
So the vest, I got it from Amazon.
Okay.
The patches are from Amazon.
Okay.
The whole thing is from Amazon.
And what movie is this from?
So it's from Resident Evil.
Okay, Resident Evil. Okay, all right, good deal, good deal. So you're obviously in some type of combat, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, being a combat person, man. When it comes to relationships, is it tough being in a relationship, being a combat kind of guy?
Yes, sir.
Why so?
So big for Umbrella Corporation, they have to find a flu to cure the virus. So they kill the virus before. If they don't kill the virus on time, everybody will die from the virus.
Okay, so it's tough being in a relationship because of the virus.
Yes, sir.
Okay, here at Fan Expo, and what's your name?
My name is Padme.
Padme. Okay.
Anakin.
Anakin. Oh, Anakin, you're the fighting guy, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good deal. So, when it comes to relationships and you're out there in the planets and, different starships and things like that, is it tough to be in a relationship?
A little bit, yes. With this one, yep.
Okay.
No, I'll come back to her.
Oh, really? You'll come back to her?
For sure.
Always? Have you ever been cheated on before?
No, thankfully. I know he loves me.
Oh, okay. So you do love him?
Yes.
Okay. Here at Fan Expo, and obviously your name is Jack, right?
Yes, it is Jack.
All right, Jack, you've been in the hamburger business for a while, and lots of times it must be tough running a restaurant, right?
Very tough, very tough.
When it comes to your employees and things like that, do they ever cheat on each other in relationships or anything like that? And if they do, how does Jack handle that?
Jack is very, very involved in our employees' relationships, making sure every employee works well with each other. If anyone cheats on each other, we just move them to different stores, keep the place running.
Okay, so do you keep them as employees or you get rid of them?
You know what? We have a good sit-down talk with HR, and HR is the one that decides whether they're a benefit to the company or going to have to be let go. That's what we have to deal with.
If somebody was to cheat on somebody, is it okay for the other person, for example, let's just say you see a buddy of yours cheating, okay? Are you going to tell his wife that your buddy's out cheating and you'll do something like that or just let her find out on her own?
If my buddy is cheating on his wife, am I going to tell his wife?
Yeah.
I'm probably going to tell my buddy he needs to fucking leave her or tell her.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Okay. And roll. Okay, so we're here at Fan Expo with
Invisible Woman or Sue Storm.
Okay, and
Dr. Fantastic.
Dr. Fantastic. How you doing today? So, we're asking a couple of relationship questions. All you superheroes, everybody's got their own little thing. Superman's got his thing. Batman's got his thing. So how do y'all keep the relationship going being superheroes?
Basically, it's action-packed life, so that keeps things exciting. We always got enemies we got to face together, and that helps keep our bond together. And that keeps it fresh.
And how about you, Invisible Woman?
There could be a few more dates, but you know him. He's all into the science and all that, so.
The world needs saving.
Do you just disappear when you want to get tired of him?
Oh, sometimes it feels like a girl's invisible sometimes,
Yeah, okay. Okay, back here at Fan Expo again. And what's your name, sir?
My name is Scott Summers, a.k.a. Cyclops.
Okay. Superhero, X-Men type thing?
Yeah, just whatever Charles tells me to do. X-Men, superhero.
Okay. So, being a superhero, I mean, you get a lot of chicks hit on you?
Yeah, but I gotta say hello to my girl. My girl's Jean Grey at the end of the day. Doesn't matter if Emma Frost wants me, I gotta tell her
Oh,
no.
really? Okay. Is it tough saying no to some of the other superheroes or the public in general trying to, knowing you're a superhero? Is it tough saying no?
Nah, no one else gets me like my girl Jean. That's my woman at the end of the day.
Okay. Knowing that you're in a relationship together, have you ever thought that Mr. Dr. Fantastic would cheat on you?
Oh no.
No. You think she would cheat on you?
Nah, she's pretty loyal.
I mean, she can just turn invisible.
She could, but I know she wouldn't because she's the best girl.
Okay. So who cheats more, men or women?
Oh, I don't know.
Opinion.
My opinion? I don't know. I feel like it's equal across the board sometimes.
Well, let's ask your wife.
I don't know. Yeah, I agree with him. I think it kind of depends on the situation. But I mean, I think typically people would say, oh, men do more, but maybe women are just better at hiding it. I don't know.
Do you think that?
Yeah.
Well, what if you're out saving the world and you don't have she's out there cheating with somebody else? You going to give her a second chance?
I've given her a second chance already. I don't mind doing it again.
Okay, you'd give her a third chance?
Third, fourth, that woman's mine.
Okay. Do you think right now it's easier to cheat in society right now in 2025 than it was maybe 5 years ago?
Yeah, we didn't have to put an ad out for pina coladas and dancing in the rain. So, people can just hop on an app.
and flirt and those type of things?
Yeah.
Yes.
You think the same way? You think the internet has a lot to do with how people cheat and flirt these days?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I think it just makes it more accessible versus trying to find someone in public and then find out what they're all about. So.
Have you had a girlfriend in the past?
In the past I did, but not anymore. We're not together anymore.
Yeah, because of the whole virus thing, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you believe that sometimes when it comes to cheating, have you ever been cheated on before?
Three or four times I did.
Oh, really? Same girl?
By the same girl.
Yeah. And why did you stay with her so long?
So basically, she called me. She wanted me back, and then I said I'll give her a last chance. So I said okay. So she did it again. So 3 times she did it again. I told her I was over, and so I didn't want to do nothing with her. So basically, she didn't want to catch the infection.
So you believe in giving second chances?
No, not anymore.
Not anymore. After 4 times, not anymore.
Not anymore, sir.
Okay. So when it comes to cheating, just in general, do you believe in second chances?
Yes.
Really? Why?
Because I feel like everybody deserves a second chance.
Okay. Even on a starship, I mean, you might see him again in the same starship.
Yeah, it honestly depends on the situation.
Okay.
And yeah.
Yeah, Anakin?
I guess.
You think so?
Sure.
You believe in second chances also?
Sure.
Okay. Have you ever been cheated on?
No, everyone's so loyal to me as customers and everyone. I don't think I've ever been cheated on. Can't say I have.
Never been cheated on before?
No.
Do you believe in second chances in a relationship when somebody does cheat?
I'm not sure. What I do believe in is having anything at any time at Jack in the Box. You should come down, get
Okay.
some food. Boba tea, mozzarella sticks, tacos, burgers, burritos, and all the other food that we serve.
The super tacos and the jumbo jacks?
Yes, everything.
Okay.
Have it all at one time. Just eat it all.
Now, Dr. Fantastic, have you ever been cheated on before?
Yes.
Okay. And how'd you handle it?
I dropped down in a fetal position and started crying. I don't know. I just, it hurts, but you just learn to move on, and you realize that person's not for you. And
Was that before you became Dr. Fantastic?
yeah,
Okay. So back
Well,
when
it was
you
a
were
long time ago.
Okay, before you became a superhero.
Yeah.
How about you, Miss Storm?
I'm sorry, because you're.
Yeah, have you ever been cheated on before?
Oh yes.
And how did you handle that?
Found someone much better. So.
Okay, found somebody fantastic, right?
Nice.
So why do you think people cheat anyway? Why do you think they do that?
Well, according to my girlfriend Jean, she said it because I wasn't around enough. But end of the day, I'm here now.
And that's what matters.
Yep.
Okay. In 2025, right now, why do you think people cheat so much in relationships?
So basically, they want to go out with another guy, and they're not telling their husbands or boyfriends where they're going. basically they get caught really easy sharing their locations. So basically, they turn off their location, something is going bad, and so
okay.
basically, so they catch their right-handed for cheating.
And you being in combat, obviously, and working all the time, it's easy for them to cheat on you, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good deal, my man. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, sir.
All right. Knowing that you both give second chances, have you ever been cheated on before?
No.
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 Never have.
No.
Okay. So you honestly believe that second chances can happen, even when you're out in space somewhere, you can still have a second chance.
Yes.
Okay. Anakin?
Sure.
All right. Thank you so much. Okay. One more for you. Have you ever been cheated on?
Yes.
How'd you handle it?
I left.
Okay. You ever been cheated on?
I don't think so.
No. And if somebody was to cheat on, how would you handle it? Would you just break up with them or try to work it out?
I think it depends on the situation. I think every situation's different, and it depends on if you love them enough to work through it and see what the problem was to begin with. And
Okay. So you believe there's possibly for second chances?
yeah.
Okay. And second chances?
I guess it would depend on the situation too. It's kind of the same idea.
So you come home and catch
I mean,
your significant other naked with some guy in the bed.
okay, no.
No second
I
chances?
don't think
Hey,
it would be a
no,
second
no,
chance for that.
Not for the Viking?
No, because you lost trust at that point. And yeah, so I give 100% trust. And once you lose it, it's gone. You're not going to gain it back, especially in that situation.
Good deal. Same
Yeah.
thing?
I think the hanging tree situation is up for that girl if she in the bed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You don't mess with a Berserker Viking woman. No.
Don't mess with the Berserker Viking woman or man.
I'm not that girl. I'm not that girl.
Good deal. All right. Thank you so much. Appreciate
Thank you.
it.
Have a good day.
So would you say that, going to Jack in the Box would be a good, safe place to cheat at?
You know what? We take the loyalty and our privacy of our customers very seriously. So, yes.
Okay, good deal. Well, I'm glad our people watching will know that Jack in the Box is a safe place to go to get a hamburger and cheat on your wife.
Exactly. It's such a safe place for everyone.
Thank you so much, Jack.
No.
Now that, you're both superheroes, and what kind of advice would you give other superheroes that are in relationships? Like, Wonder Woman or Batman and Batgirl and those type of things. What kind of advice would you give them?
Family first.
Okay.
Family first. Yeah, make sure you have a lot of, time for yourselves, and don't forget about that. I know it's hard to not focus on the bad guys, but you got to focus on yourself sometime.
So how do you think other superheroes should handle their relationships?
Well, I think forgiveness is definitely the biggest aspect of it. And for some of them, I think they could do a little bit better with communication.
Okay. I mean, you're obviously in your superhero costumes today, right? So, at the end of the day, it's important to take off the costume, just be a regular person again?
Exactly. Yes, that is very important.
Exactly.
Okay. Because you can't be saving the world 24 hours a day, right?
Yeah. You got to compartmentalize a little bit and decompress, and yeah, for sure. Yeah.
How about you, Miss Storm?
I agree, yeah.
Take a little break from turning invisible.
Like I said, sometimes you need to put the science down and just go on a nice date.
Okay, good deal. All right, thank you so much. I appreciate that. So when Cyclops isn't wearing your costume and mask and things like that, what do you do? What do you like to do when you're not being a superhero?
I usually fix my motorcycle and go riding around town, and then try to spend as much time with my girlfriend as possible.
Okay, good deal. All right, man, I appreciate that.
No problem.
Take care.
This is Detective Gomez, everybody. He'll uncover everything that you're hiding. This is Detective Gomez, everybody. Watch out, he'll know if you're lying. This is Detective